Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel again. If you know you are new to my channel, please like, subscribe on the red button and turn on your notification bell. So guys, what I'll be teaching you guys today is how to design poster for funeral arrangement. So guys, let's start by putting on the materials we're gonna need. These are the materials we're gonna need for this work. We don't need much material for this particular one now. So what we're gonna do now is that we'll go over to this our properties bar, then come over here and click, then move down and look for the size we are looking for, which is A3, and left click on it. Then the next thing you're gonna do is that we'll come over to this our menu bar and click on this our zone by left clicking over here, then come over here and click on the page so that it will come to page. Okay, now the next thing we're gonna do now is that we'll come over to this our tools bar, then click on our rectangle by double clicking it. Then the last thing we're gonna do now is that we'll come over to this our tools bar, then come over to this our rectangle and left double click. Then you can see it has already appeared in our working space. So let's go and drop our cursor up here. Then what we're gonna do now is that we're gonna power click this thing now inside here. I mean the picture. We're gonna power click it inside this our working space by clicking on this our picture. Then what we're gonna do now is that we're gonna click on this our picture, then right click. You can see where they write power click inside. Then you left click over there by clicking on it, then carry your cursor over to this our working space and left click. You can see the picture is now inside there. You cannot move it. If you're moving it, you can see you're moving it together with the working space. So we have to click on the P in our desktop to place it in the center. Okay, you can see now. So the next thing we're gonna do now is that we're gonna edit this our power click now by going over here. You can see where they write edit, then left click. Okay, now it has opened. Let's bring this our picture up here, then start creating our background. Okay, so we're gonna draw a box by clicking this rectangle in our tools bar by left clicking. Okay, then come over here and draw it. Okay, now drop the tools, shift it a little bit. Let's keep this our image aside first, then bring this one close like this. Then what we're gonna do now is that we're gonna apply color to this our shape now by going to the color palette, then left click on this color. The yellow is one we choose, so let's select and check the one we may like to apply. Okay, let's click on this. Okay, I think this, let's change the color. Okay, let's try this color. Okay, let's try this thing. The next thing we're gonna do now is that we're gonna remove the outline for this thing now by going over here and right click. Okay, so we're gonna remove the outline here by going over to this color palette, then come up here, you can see, and right click. You see the outline has already removed. So what we're gonna do now is that we're gonna bring this well like this now. Okay, then come over to this our tools bar and click on this our transparent tools, then put it or place it here. Okay, then place it here. Okay, so we're gonna go over to this our tools bar and click on this transparent tools by left clicking on it. Okay, then come over here and left click once. Okay, then you can see this thing now. Okay, now what we have to do now is that we have to reduce the color. The color is too dim for our liking and for what we want to use it for, so we have to reduce it by dragging this, okay, to the maybe to our satisfaction. Okay, let's keep reducing it. I think we need to reduce it more. Okay, I think it's okay like this. Let's try this one first. Okay, now what we have to do now is that we're gonna go up to this our menu bar now and click on this our bitmap. Okay, then convert it to curve to bitmap by left clicking over here. Now you can see what it brings out for us. So make sure your resolution is always in 300. Then coming over here, your color mode, make sure you put it in RGB if you're making use of the social media way. But if you want to make use of, maybe you want to print it out, the one you have to click is this CMYK. But if you're posting it just for social media, the one you have to post or click is this RGB. Okay, then come over here and click your OK. Now you can see. So, and the reason for this bitmapping is so that we can be able to bitmap or transparent multiple side or edges of the work we are doing. So the next thing we're going to do now is that we have to come to these edges and draw this. Okay, we need to fade the edges. Like, okay, you can see now it has already been faded. Let's drag it inside small. Okay, now I think it's okay like this. Let's leave it for now like this. Then the next thing we're gonna do now is that we're gonna drop this our tools. Okay, we're gonna drop it here. Now what we're gonna do next now is that we come over to this our tools bar again and click on this our rectangle and draw another rectangle, maybe in small shape like this. Okay, then drop the tools. Let's give it a color first by coming over to this our color palette, then left click. Let's left click and hold so that we can choose or select the one we are looking for. You can see I'm looking for the corner that I may think that is suitable. Okay, let's leave it this one. Okay, now let's remove the outline by going over to this our color palette and right click over here. Okay, you can see the outline have been removed. Then next thing we're gonna do now is that we're gonna convert this to shape or to curve. Yes, we're gonna manipulate this shape now to give us what we are looking for. So the next thing we're gonna do now is that we'll come over to this our properties bar. You can see our properties bar. So we'll come over to this place and click, and this one now is convert to curve. So we want to convert it to curve. So we want to convert it to curve. Then we left click on it. You can see we have already converted it to curve, and you see that the knot has changed, is now 8 instead of 4. So the next thing we're gonna do now is that we'll go over to this our tools bar and click on this our shape tools. You notice something now, the knots are no longer 8, or rather it is 4. Okay, now what we're gonna do now is that we'll come over here and click, then go back to this our properties bar. This is convert to curve, then left click over it. Okay, come down to this our shape again. You can see the 2 arrows facing down. So you can see now you have to bring this your cursor over here, over this arrow now, and left click and drag it down. You can see. Okay, to change the shape. Then come over here, the same thing is applicable. Click here, you click over here, come over to this our properties bar and click on this convert to key. Okay, then come over to the arrow and click and drag it up. Okay, down. Okay, then come over here and drag it up, down. Okay, we are trying to manipulate the size of this object now. Okay, then come over here, click on it. Okay, if as I'm clicking at this thing now, so I'm trying to make sure that the arrow appears. Since it's not appearing, so what I have to do now is that I'll come over to this arrow and click. You can see now. Okay, this is actually what I want to do. Let me bring it down small. Okay, then I think it's okay like this. Let me touch this down one a little bit. Okay, I think it's okay like this for now. Then let's drop the tools, then come over here and place it. Okay, the next thing we're gonna do now is that we're gonna duplicate this by clicking the control button in your desktop and hold the D. Okay, you can see the thing has already been duplicated. So we're gonna change the color of this too. Okay, let's change the color of the first one to red, maybe wine red, something like this. Okay, then this one is okay. Let's bring this down. Okay, let's group it together and shift it up. Okay, I think it's okay like this. Now the next thing we're gonna do now is that we're gonna duplicate this again to bring more something out. Then by clicking the control button and click the D in your desktop, okay, keep it aside like this. Then change the color to wine alt red again. Okay, now let's rotate it. Okay, let's keep rotating it. We're trying to give it a color, a shape, I mean to say. Okay, now page down by clicking on the shift button in your desktop, then page down. Okay, I think it's okay like this. Then let's bring this our image over here. Let's increase it. Okay, then hold on the shift button and page it up on your system. Okay, let's keep increasing it. Okay, you can see. Okay, let's keep in shift, let's keep. Okay, let's leave it like this first. Okay, the next thing we're gonna do now is that we're gonna draw another rectangle by going over to this our tools bar. Okay, then come over here and draw it. Let's move it over here. Okay, something like this is okay. Let's shift it down a little bit. Okay, then give it a color, maybe wine red will be okay, or that ox blood red. Okay, let's keep ox blood red. Okay, now the next thing we're gonna do is that we're gonna draw another rectangle again. Okay, but this one is gonna be small. Okay, something like this. Okay, then drop the tools and bring it over here. Okay, now shift it inside a little bit, outside a little bit. Okay, bring it down, then give it a color, maybe that one red. Okay, then come over here and remove the outline. Okay, the same thing is applicable here. You come over here and right click. Okay, you can see the outline has already been removed. So let's reduce this a little bit. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is that we're gonna manipulate this our shape a little bit by going over to this our properties bar and click on convert to curve. Okay, then come back to this our tools bar and click on the shape. Okay, now come and click on this arrow pointing up. Now you can see where I'm pointing my cursor now. Then left click and drag it a little bit. Okay, I think this is what we're looking for. Then let's drop our tools. Okay, now the next thing we're gonna do now is that we're gonna draw another shape too. Okay, the same right angle tools by clicking here, then draw it like this. Okay, maybe this one is gonna be small like this. Then drop the tools and bring this our rectangle over here. Let's bring this our shape up. Okay, sorry, I'm trying to bring this our shape up. Okay, let's highlight it. Okay, and page it by shifting the button in your desktop and page it up. Okay, this is what I want now this one, now let's give it a color by going over to this our color palette, then come over to this yellow, left click and hold so that many colors will come out under this yellow. Okay, now let's choose the one we want to use. Okay, I think let's make use of this first. Okay, for now. Then the next thing we're gonna do now is that we're gonna remove the outline by going over to this our color palette. You can see this thing now that is pointing. Yes, then right click over there. Okay, you can see the outline has already been removed. So we're gonna reduce this thing a little bit. It's too high. Okay, maybe we increase it by width. Okay, let's leave it like this for now. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is that we're gonna faint this thing a little bit by going over to this our tools bar, then coming down to transparent tools, then click on it, then come over here and click once, then come down here. You can see we need to change. You can see this one we need to do, but it's too okay. I think okay, no, okay, let's reduce it to that 4, or Okay, let's leave it like this first. Okay, now the next thing we're gonna do now, okay, let's drop the tools, then come over to this our menu bar and fix it to page first. Okay, now let's go to our finish so that we can see what we have been doing all this while. Then clicking on this finish, it has already brought us back to our normal working space. So what we're gonna do now, start doing now, is that we're gonna start inserting our text in this place now. So what we're gonna do now is, you can see that all these things now are together, so we're gonna need them one after the other. We're gonna need them in a separate way. So what we're gonna do now is that we're gonna hold on the control button in your desktop, then click K to separate them apart. You can see now they have been breaking out. So we're gonna bring it over here. Okay, let's increase it so that a little bit, so that we can see what we want to do. Okay, let's increase this a little bit. Okay, now you have seen this. Okay, I need to break it more so that I can do it step by step based on what I'm doing or what I want to do now. Okay, so what I want to do now is that I want to break, we're gonna break this one now, this sentence now or words now apart by left clicking over here. You can see, then enter in your desktop. You can see now, then click on Control K in your desktop. You can see now this one I want to use first for now. Then I have to bring it over here. Okay, then I need to change the color of the text that I'm making use of. Maybe let me use wine red or that same horse blood. Okay, let's try horse blood first. So what we're gonna do now is that we're gonna change the font, the size, and maybe the color as well. So let's start by changing the font size by going over to this our text. Okay, then coming down, okay, by going over to this our text, then coming back to this change to case. Okay, then come over to this uppercase and click, then click OK. I think it's okay like this. Then the next thing we're gonna do now is that we're gonna change the font character. So let's look for this particular font. Let's try it by going over here. Okay, maybe Aromia, something like this, script. Okay, let's try in capital letter Aromia. Okay, I think let's try this. Okay, okay, let's reduce it a little bit. I think we should reduce it to lowercase. Okay, let's make it title case by going back to this our text, then coming down to this change to case. Okay, you can see where you write title case alone. Okay, click OK. You can see, I think we can use this one for now. Okay, then the next thing we're gonna do now is that we're gonna make the outline white. Okay, okay, let's increase it a little bit. Okay, so we're gonna do another thing. We're gonna draw another shape in this our work now, and it's still gonna be the rectangle. Okay, let's draw it. Okay, something like this is okay. Then let's drop this and convert it to curve. Okay, then come back to this our shape tools and click, then come over here to this arrow pointing up, then left click and drag aside. Okay, okay, then the same thing is applicable here. Okay, you left click over here and drag aside. You can see what I'm doing. Okay, let's try it this way. Let's drop the tools first. Okay, then bring it over here and give it a color. Maybe let's make use of this same color. Okay, by clicking over here. Okay, then removing the outline by going over to this color palette and right click, Now this is it. Or let's give it outline white. Okay, let's try white outline. Okay, maybe we need to increase it a little bit, or okay, let's leave it like this first. Okay. So the next thing we're gonna do now is that we're gonna put a shadow on it. Okay, by coming over here, you can see these shadow tools, then left click. Now come over here and place it. Okay. Let's increase it from this side. I think it's manageable, this. Okay, or let's leave it this way first. Let's drop the tools. Then the next thing we're gonna do now is that we're gonna draw another shape as well by going over to this our tools bar, then coming down to this our ellipse tool, left click and draw the shape. Just a little shape like this is okay. I think this is okay. Then let's drop the tools and fill the color with white. Okay, now then remove the outline by going over here and right click. So bring this thing over here now. So bring this circle now over here now. Okay, let's keep it here. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna do now is that we're gonna faint this our white now, our white cycle a little bit. So what we're gonna do now is that we're gonna come down here, maybe up. Okay, we're gonna go up here to this our effect, then left click over here, come down to this blur. Okay, then this blur will now carry you to Gaussian blur, then left click over there. You can see what it brought out for. Then drag it aside and keep reducing it. Let's keep reducing it. We are trying to create out something unique and beautiful. I think it's okay like this. Then let's click OK. Then we have to reduce it from here. Okay, let's reduce it. No, increase it a little bit. Yes. Oh, okay. I think it's okay like this. Let's leave it this way. So let's group this thing so that it won't scatter by clicking over here. Okay, then maybe going over to this so maybe we should group this so that it won't be a problem when we want to do other things. Or let's keep it aside first like this. Okay, let's bring it here. Then what we're gonna do now is that we're gonna bring out our word that we want to put in. Let's keep our this aside for now. Okay, then what we're gonna do now is that we're gonna bring this our sentence or our text now. Okay, we're gonna bring it and break it apart because we don't need all of these tests in this particular one now. So we're gonna come over here and left click, then enter in your desktop and click on the Control K in your desktop as well. Okay, you can see now. So let's bring this over here, and the next thing we're gonna do is that we're gonna change it to uppercase by going over to this text. Okay, coming down to change case, you can see, then come over to this uppercase. You can see now, click, then click OK. Then what we'll have to do now is that we'll bring it here and choose let's shift it up by clicking on the shift page up. Okay, now we need to change the font character by going over to this place. I think we should try maybe this area black. Let's try it. Okay, now the next thing we're gonna do now is that we'll reduce it. Okay, maybe a little bit. Then you need to skim this shape down a little bit. Okay, then bring this to center like this. Okay, I think it's okay like this. So we have to group it. Maybe let's group it, then increase it a little bit because it's too small for our liking. Okay, let's bring it over to this place. Okay, for now maybe we leave it like this, or let's shift it a little bit. Okay, then let's bring this our cycle that we blurred over here and place it. Then we have to bring it up, so by holding the shift button and page it up. Okay, I think it's okay like this. Okay, let's page this our earthling up again and increase the outline a little bit. Okay, by going over here, by going over to this. Okay, so let's increase this a little bit. Okay, let's fix it to shape. Okay, let's bring it down a little bit. We are trying to fix it so that it won't be a problem. Okay, let's bring it down small. Okay, let's leave it like this for now. So the next thing we're gonna do now is that we're gonna bring our text again to fix them under here. Okay, and let's select the text we'll be making use of here. Let's highlight them. Okay, then bring them over here. Okay, I think this is part of the text we'll be making use of. Let's reduce it and bring it over here too. Then let's highlight it and change the color to black so that we can be able to see what we're doing. Okay, then we have to zoom it a little bit so that we can see what we're doing. Okay, now let's fix this. Okay, then shift it and reduce it a little bit. We have to change the font character by going over here. Okay, let's select, maybe let's choose area or time Roman. Okay, let's try time. Okay, I think this is okay. Okay, let's try time darker by clicking here. Okay, let's use this. Okay, so let's bring this down small. Okay, now it's okay. We need to increase them and change the font size. Let's start by changing it to case first. Maybe changing it to the title cost. So let's bring this up here a little bit. No, it's too much. Let's bring it down. Okay, now let's go over here to change to title case. Okay, come over here, title case. Okay, for now. Okay, let's shift it inside a little bit, then come over here and align it in order. Maybe center is okay. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is that we're gonna change this. We're gonna check this our text now, because some of them need to be in capital letter and not all of them are supposed to be in capital letter. So let's check it well to see if there's not any mistake here. Okay, like this our exit now. Okay, let's change it, because some of all these things don't really need to be in capital letter. I think for here only the agent, because it's a surname, that's supposed to be in capital letter. So we have to go back to this our text and click, then come back here again and change it, okay, lowercase, click OK. So let's delete this one and type with capital letter, you can see. Okay, let's drop this and shift it aside so that you can merge with others. Okay, I think it's okay like this. So the same thing is applicable here. Okay, this one I think is okay. Then we have to change this. Sorry, I don't need to do this. Then we have to change this local government to uppercase. Okay, we have to delete this, then click. Okay, you can see I'm typing it already. Okay, I think it's okay like this. So we have to shift it inside. Okay, now the next one we're gonna check now is this one. I think is okay. Then the next one now, I think is okay like this now. So we have to change this. Not all of this supposed to be in capital letter. Maybe let's make only, okay, let's change it to small letter. Okay, okay, small letter, you can see. So we have to change the H over here to capital letter. So let's delete it and type it again. You can see, I think this is what we need. So what we're gonna do now is that let's, okay, I think it's okay like this. And let's align it, maybe justification. Let's try and see how it may look like. Full justification. Okay, let's make sure that it stands in a straight line. Okay, we have to adjust it inside. So not all of this is supposed to be in capital letter. So let's start changing it. This is supposed to be in small letter. The same thing here in small letter. Okay, the same thing here, small letter. Then the same thing here, small letter. I think is okay. Okay, even this, oh my, okay, even this one's supposed to be in small letter as well. Okay, okay, so what again are we to change again? The off here is supposed to be in small letter as well. So you can see what I'm doing now. This one is correct. They're supposed to be in capital letter because they are person's village, so it's the name of a place, so it's supposed to be in capital letter. Okay, coming over here too, I think it's okay. Okay, let's adjust it. Okay, okay, hope you guys are seeing what I'm doing. I'm trying to align them in order. Okay, okay, so what I'm gonna do now is that I need to group this, okay, and shift it, okay, a little bit. Okay, 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 let's leave it like this first. So the next thing we're gonna do now is that we're gonna put the name over here, but it seems like the gap is too much, So let's give a line, or by using the ruler to draw the line over here. Okay, so that we can know where it ends. Okay, I think it's okay like this. So what we're gonna do now is that we're gonna go back to our click. Okay, we're gonna go back to our power click by coming over here. Okay, then what we need to do is that I need to group this. I need to bring it up, group the two. First of all, let me group it. Okay, I think it's okay like this, so that it won't scatter. So we need to bring it up a little bit. Okay, let's fix to page. Okay, now let's see what we did. We need to bring it up a little bit. Okay, let's go back to our edit, then click on it and bring it up small. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's use it like this for now until we are done. Okay, let's bring this up first. Okay, let's leave it like this first. Okay, so we're gonna put the girl name here, but before that we need to put something here. So let's go back to this our edit, then come over to this our choose bar and click our ellipse tools. Okay, then come over here and draw, not ellipse tool, rectangle, sorry. Okay, come over here and draw it, then drop the tool and bring it over here, then give it a shape, black, I think. Okay, I think black is okay. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is that we're gonna go back to this our effect, come down to this blur, then Gaussian blur, click on it. Let's bring it down so that we see what we're doing. Okay, sure you guys are seeing what I'm doing. Okay, let's leave. Okay, this, I think this is the final stage. Okay, let's leave it this way first. Let's see how it looks like. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's click on this fish. Okay, I think it's too dark. Let's go back to that edit. Okay, let's click on our transparent tool as well. Come over here, maybe. Okay, let's use it like this. Finish edit, then let's finish edit. Okay, now let's write the name of the person. Okay, this is name, so we need to increase it and break it as well. So let's increase it so that we can see what will be broken apart. Okay, so we need to break, maybe let's start from our miss. Okay, let's start from our miss. Enter, Control K, you can see that. Okay, then the next thing we're gonna break apart is, okay, we're gonna break apart this. Enter, Control K. Enter, Control K. You guys are seeing what I'm doing. Enter, Control K in your desktop. Okay, let's see. Bring this miss over here. Then let's make it title case by going here, coming over here. Okay, uppercase. Okay, then this one over here, this one over here. Why this one over here? So let's increase this more so that you can see. Okay, now you need to reduce this a little bit. Okay, then change the font character. Let's try this. Okay, then this one you need to change it to uppercase. Okay, change to uppercase. You can see. Okay, the same thing is applicable here. Uppercase. Okay, the same thing is applicable here. Okay, uppercase. So we need to change the font as well. Okay, maybe let's try this font. Okay, okay, you guys are seeing what I'm doing, hope. Okay, 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 let's increase it so that it will be visible. Okay, okay, let's give it this font. $65. Maybe 70. Let's see. Let's try the 70 first. Okay, let's give it a corner. Okay, okay, I need to change this font. I think let's try another font. Let's try no. Let's try another font. Let's try another font. Let's go with this one first. Let's go with this first. Later we'll come back and change it. So let's change the color. Maybe you left click and hold over here, then come and search for the color one you like to. I think let's try this. The same color is applicable here, I think. Okay, let's leave this in white. We need to reduce the innocent here. Let's reduce the font character a little bit. Okay, let's adjust it small first. Okay, okay, let's reduce it as well. Let's fix it to center. Okay, okay, let's reduce the size first. Okay, okay, 48. This one is 72. Maybe let's leave it in 65. Okay, no, 60. Okay, then reduce this one. Okay, and place it over here. Okay, let's fix it to page. Now let's bring this one here. Let's change it to title case first by clicking over here. Come down here, then okay, You can see, not title case, not uppercase, title case. Okay, so you have to change this UNTH to title case. UNTH. Okay, let's drop this. Okay, Control K to break apart. Let's bring this here and bring this here as well. Okay, okay, we are trying to fix it. If you're getting confused, you are trying to fix the test. So let's reduce this. Okay, and fix it here. The same thing is applicable here. Let's reduce it and fix it here as well. Okay, let's increase it a little bit. Okay, okay, hope you guys are seeing what I'm doing. Okay, you have to bring this up too. Okay, now fix it to center. Okay, I think it's okay like this. Let's bring this down small. Okay, I think this is okay like this for now. So let's leave it for now like this. So the next thing we're gonna do now is that we're gonna imply these ones that is left here inside the work now. Okay, let's fix it to page first. Okay, you can see. So the next thing we're gonna do is that we're gonna power click, because okay, let's do it here. Okay, let's bring this our work, this thing. Okay, let's do it here. It's okay. So what we're gonna do is that we're gonna copy this our work now. We're gonna copy it. Okay, then power click. You can see. Okay, let's fix it to page. Okay, let's edit. You can see now. Okay, not along with this as well, so you have to start on your own. You don't need it. Let's group this together first. Okay, okay, so this is our burial arrangement. Let's reduce this so that we can see what we are doing. Okay, and bring it over here. Okay, okay, hope you guys are seeing what I'm trying to do. So let's increase this a little bit. Okay, then this is supposed to be on top. Okay, so we're gonna break this text apart by clicking over here, then enter it, drop the tools and break it apart, then bring it over here. Though it's not complete, we need to add it here. Let's change it. Let's change the color first to blue. Okay, let's change it. Okay, then it's supposed to be burial arrangement. Okay, now let's change it to title case. by going over to this text, change to case, title case. Okay, now you can see. But before then, let's keep this aside. Okay, bring this up. Okay, shift up. Okay, then shift it like this. I think let's leave it like this first for now. Bring this down, then shift this up. Okay, let's shift it a little bit. Okay, let's leave it like this first. Now let's bring this over here, then shift to page up in your desktop. Now what we have to do now is that we change the font character. Okay, let's fix it first. We change the first character. Let's change the font character by going over here. Okay, okay, let's use this. Okay, let's make it 23. Okay, let's leave it like this for now. Then the next thing we're gonna do is that we're gonna bring in this. Okay, so we're gonna break them apart. Okay, Control K in your desktop. Now let's enter it first. Enter it, Control K. Then bring it over here. Change up, shift it to page up. Then change the color to red or blue. Okay, let's change it to red. Then change the font character. Okay, let's try area black. Okay, it's okay like this now. Now let's change the font size. Okay, okay, maybe let's put uppercase first. Okay, so we need to reduce it. Okay, let's keep reducing it. Let's try another font for this particular one. Maybe let's try impact. Okay, impact. Okay, I think I should use this one. Okay, then let's bring in this. Okay, the same, we have to shift it up to page, then the same color, or let's make it black color. Okay, maybe look for another, and let's use this font. Okay, title case, you can see. Okay, let's reduce it. Okay, let's leave it like this for now. So the next one we're gonna bring is this one. Let's increase it to see the size. Okay, okay, so we're gonna break it apart by clicking over here, then enter, drop the keys and break apart. Then bring this one over here, shift up, then change the color to red as well, then change the font character as well. Okay, coming over here to title case as well, uppercase. Okay, increase it a little bit so that it will be in the same size with this. Okay. Then we have to bring this one as well. Let's break this apart. Okay. Then break this one apart as well. Okay. And move them over here and hold the shift button and page it up on your desktop. Give it black color as well. And bring it over here. Then change it to title case. Okay. Title case. Okay. Then change the font character. Let's use this as well. And increase this more. Okay, let's leave it like this first. So the next thing we're gonna do now is that we're gonna bring this, increase it to C. Okay, left more. Let's make it title case first. Okay. Title title case, okay. Okay, you need to break it apart. Okay. Okay, I think it's okay like this. Let's centralize it. No. Okay. Then move it over here. Hold the shift button and page it up. Then let's change the color, maybe to black. Okay. Then the font character. Okay. Let's look for a better font. No. Let's change and look for another font. Let's try this. Okay. Okay. Let's change this to red. I think it's okay like this. Okay. So let's bring this down. Okay. Okay. Then bring this here. Bring this here as well. Bring this here as well. Okay. So the next thing we're gonna do now is that, okay, let's copy this. Okay, let's copy this. Then click on this finish. Come out here. Fix to page first. Then click and paste. Okay. So what we're gonna do now is that we'll bring this our sentence over here. Let's shift it. Okay. So let's bring this one over over here. Okay, then bring this over here as well and increase it so that we can be able to see it. Okay, then let's bring this as well here and increase it sign by. Okay, you need to enter. Okay, then enter it again, then come down for the family and enter it. Okay, the next thing is to align it to center. Okay, bring it up here, reduce it, then place it over here. Okay, increase it a little bit. Okay, let's leave it this way first. Then what we need to do is that we need to change the font character for this and the color as well by going over here. Let's use this, then make the font black. Okay, let's leave it like this first. Then I think we should change this font as well, or let's leave it like that first. Okay, let's change the font character to title case. Okay, it needs to be reduced. Okay, increase more. For now, let it be like this. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna do, let's increase this and change it to uppercase, title case. Going over here, change to case, title case. Okay, then come over here and choose the. Okay, let's use this. Okay, and increase it. Okay, okay, the same thing is applicable here. Let's change it to title case, then come over to this change case. You can see. Okay, okay, now let's change the font character. Okay, let's try this. Okay, you need to extend it too. Okay, okay, so for now let's see how it looks like. Okay, now the next thing we're gonna do now is that we're gonna fix our edge somewhere. Okay, we're gonna fix it somewhere, but before then we need to do something over here. So we need to edit it back. Okay, by going over here, then come over here. Let's increase this a little bit. Okay, now let's see how it looks like. It's okay, but we need to faint this a little bit. It's too shouting. Okay, let's faint it a little bit. Now let's see. Okay, we need to do something on this one, so let's go back to that edit, then over here, let's see how it looks like. Let's see if you can remove this too much transparent that is showing. Okay, Okay, let's drop it and see. Okay, I think it's okay like this. That needs better. So let's see the finishing. Okay, it's still okay. So the next thing we're gonna do, we'll still faint it small, then let's finish this one first. So the next thing we're gonna do now is that we're gonna fix our edge somewhere. So we're gonna create something where we can put our edge. So by coming over to this our tools bar, clicking on this ellipse tools, then draw it. Okay, give it maybe horse blood or this color. Okay, remove the outline by clicking over here, then draw rectangle as well. Okay, maybe let's give it this color, then remove the outline. So what we're gonna do now is that we're gonna manipulate this shape now by converting it to curve. So going over to this our properties bar, click on this, then come back to this our shape tools, then click on it. You can see the node has already appeared there. So we're gonna manipulate it by clicking over here, then go back to this our properties bar and convert it to curve. You can see, then come over to this arrow pointing down now, then click on it and drag it inside. Okay, the same thing is applicable here. Convert to curve, click on the arrow keys, then drag it like this. Okay, I think it's okay like this, then keep it. Okay, let's touch it a little bit. Okay, hope you guys are seeing what I'm doing. I think I like it this shape. Okay, let's leave it this way, then drop the tools, then bring another rectangle as well and draw it. Okay, then drop it, come over here and place it and give it the same corner. Maybe let's move another corner here. Okay, let's try this color. Let's try this color as well. Oh, this is too dark. Okay, let's increase it. Okay, let's increase it a little bit. Okay, then shift it small. I think that former color is more better. And let's see first. Okay, this is too dark. No. Okay, let's change the color of this to this. Okay, then this one to this one to this corner as well. The system is hanging. Okay, so this color, the same color is applicable here. So let's remove the outline by clicking over here. Okay, now let's group it, then bring it over here. Okay, and reduce it small. Okay, bring it over here, keep reducing it. Okay, let's change this our edge to title case by going over here, change to case, title case. Okay, Then let's break it apart by Ctrl K in your desktop and change the font character if you wish to. Okay, let's bring it over here. Let's increase this first. Okay, then bring this over here. Shift page up in your desktop. Okay, let's change the font character. Okay, let's see this. Okay, let's use this one. Reduce it. Okay, let's change this font. This is same font. Let's leave another one. You're looking for a cursive fine font. Let's change it to title case. I don't know why it's showing. Okay, then okay, I'm trying to look for a beautiful font. The system is hanging. Let's use this like this. Okay, aged. Then bring this one 23 over here. Increase shift page up in your desktop. Okay, let's change this age. Let's change the font. It's not good. Maybe we use this. Reduce it. The font, cursive font is more better. Okay. Okay. It's okay. Let's use this. Okay. Okay, let's leave it like this. Then change the font character for this one as well. Coming over here. Maybe let's use area black. Let's use area black. Okay, let's use it. Reduce small. Okay. Then bring this our ears and change it to title case. Okay, title case. Okay, then bring it over here. I think we need to change this. We need to change this color. This color is still better. Okay, it's still better. Okay, let's shift it small. Hope you guys can see what I'm doing. Okay, so let's bring this over. Let's reduce this first. Okay, then let's bring this our ears over here. Shift page up in your desktop. Then Let's give it a color and give it another font character. Let's use this. Okay. 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 Hope you guys are seeing what I'm doing. Okay. Let's reduce this. This is too much. This is too much. I'm trying to reduce it a little bit. Okay. I think it's okay like this. Let's increase this small. Okay. Then bring this one over here. Okay. Let's group it and see how it looks like. Okay, now this is it. Okay, let's fix it to page. Okay, we have to work on this by going back to this our edit. Okay. Okay, this we need to increase it again. Okay. Okay, then the next thing we're gonna do is that we're gonna bring this up. Okay, then we're gonna duplicate this image now. Okay, then reduce it a little bit. Then you need to bitmap it by going over to this our menu bar, click here, then bitmap, come over here, make sure your resolution is always in 300. Then your color mode, it should be in RGB if you're using it for social media, but you want to faint this one, so it should be in a grayscale. But if you're making use, if you want to print your work, maybe you have already worked on your design but you want to print it, what you make use of these CMYK colors, you only make use of RGB when you want to maybe to post it on social media. So what we are going for is now grayscale. Click there, then come down to this and click OK. Now you can see the next thing we're gonna do now is that we're gonna faint it by using our transparent tools. Okay. Okay, this is what we want. Okay, this is actually what we want. Okay, let's see how it looks like. Let's reduce it first, then bring it over here and rotate it. Okay. Okay. Okay, then next come down here, increase it. Okay, then Ctrl Z. Then we need to work on this our text. Okay, let's increase it a little bit. Okay, Ctrl Z. I'm trying to increase this text Okay. Okay. Then let's bring it over here. Okay. Then let's see what we have done. Let's place it to page. Then finish. Okay. 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 So guys, you can see. Let's increase this. And okay. Let's see. I think it's okay like this. Okay. So guys, if you really like my videos, if you watch and like my videos, please like, subscribe on the red button and turn on your notification bell, and please don't forget to share and share with your friends. Share with anybody that you know that is interested in learning graphics design. See you guys in my next video. Thank you.